Hey guys, I know a lot of you watch my channel because you've got the itch and you're looking to make your next knife purchase, which I totally get because I'm also a knife guy. So I invite you to open the description of the video you're watching right now and click here on my Amazon store where I've compiled some of my very favorites. As you can see, my most recommended knives and my favorite budget knives are right at the top, but there's also categories like knife maintenance, pocket clips, knife storage and display, and then a whole bunch of knives by popular brands. There's something down here for everybody, so make sure you take a look. Thanks. What's going on? YouTube Metal Complex here, and today, as you can probably tell by the thumbnail, we have a very special unboxing. I know I say that every single time, right? We have a really exciting unboxing today. What's in here is an evolution of a knife that has not been changed for a very long time, and a knife that has certainly left its footprint on the knife world. Really excited to get into this box. These knives were lent to me by my good friend at Spirited Whiskey. If you've been around for a while, you know Spirited Whiskey sends a lot of amazing stuff. So seriously, give him a follow on Instagram at Spirited Whiskey. It's because of people like him that I'm able to bring you guys daily knife content. Daily knife content? I want to be a part of that. Okay, go ahead and subscribe if you're not subscribed. Legitimately, I upload every single day. For those of you who have been subscribed for a while, actually everybody, do me a favor, make sure that this little bell right here is set to all. If you're newly subscribed, make sure you hit all. If you have been around for a while, make sure your bell is set to all. That way you can get all of these notifications and make sure that you don't miss anything. I would greatly appreciate it. Okay, let's go ahead and get into this box. Today we're going to be using the Spyderco PM2. It is absolutely a knife along with many others that you can find down in my Amazon store, which was referenced at the beginning of the video. So be sure to check that out if you'd like to. All right, I gotta be real careful not to cut anything that I don't want to cut. Just very carefully. Now, these knives were not sent with their packaging, and I will let you guys know, Spirited let me know that the packaging is a little bit different, but I want to focus on the knives. I don't generally make too big of a fuss about the packaging. It's really just the knives that I want to take a look at. And I was further blessed because he's got both sizes, which is that's pretty cool. You guys being able to get both sizes here today on this unboxing. All right, so let me just slowly, okay, so let's start off with this one. Ooh, very nice. It's actually the first time I've ever handled the little guy. And then of course the larger one here. Wonderful. Let's go ahead and get these guys out just a little bit. So there are some little tiny differences, and I'm going to have to, I always do a first impression, an initial impression. I do not like to do research on anything. You know, I've picked up little bits of information, and just being aware that these guys exist or have been upgraded from their original forms. Actually, I mean the Sebenza 21, if you don't know that that's what you're looking at. We're looking at the large and small Sebenza 31, but the 21 has gone through just a couple of evolutions in its lifetime, and it's been a very long time since they've actually been changed. One of the major changes is actually right here. Now, the reason I'm not giving you guys my usual, emphatic, almost euphoric response to an unboxing is because I've handled the 21 before. It's not my first time handling. It feels similar, right? But as we can see in here, it has the ceramic detent ball face, which is something that was not originally included on this knife. It was something that was exclusive to like the Inkosi and Umnumzan, and I think a couple other models. Same thing with the 31 here. Or I'm sorry, the small 31. You can see there it's got that little ceramic ball that doubles. It's the detent, and at the same time it's also the interface between the tang and the lock bar and the blade tang. I believe that these beads are new. And is there still the alignment hole? I think that they must have gotten rid of the alignment hole. So here's the thing. You know, for anybody looking at this and going, I've been aware of the Sebenza 21 for a while, and that kind of seems underwhelming. Well, the truth is that this knife is not something, I mean, while it's admittedly not my favorite knife from the Chris Reeve line, that's not necessarily saying I don't like it. The Chris Reeve, I think their most flagship models being the Sebenza 21, well, now 31, of course, the Nkosi, and the Umnumzan. I think those are the three probably most famous knives in their line. They're all amazing. Like, it's like amazing, amazinger, amazingest. So, that's the thing. Even though this hasn't been my favorite ever from their line, it is still wonderful. And the reason I'm telling you this is because the design really it wasn't calling for that much change. The design is already nearly flawless. I think the addition of the ceramic ball interface is an absolutely welcome one. And I think it'll attract people that might be looking at that raw titanium frame lock and thinking, everything that I see now has a steel lock bar insert, right? It doesn't necessarily need it, but it is a welcome addition. It will slow down wear over time. The nice thing is that these look to be, unchanged in ways like the simplicity of disassembly. These are notoriously some of the easiest knives to disassemble, and it looks like that was all largely left the same. I gotta say, I'm really liking the little one here. I did not think that I would care about this at all, but what is going on with me? I'm just like, I used to be so, and I still am. I'm still like really, really into huge, like overbuilt knives, but this just feels like a good EDC, right? These are S35VN and titanium, nice large washers. These don't have the drop shut action that a lot of us expect in today's knife world. They have more of a hydraulic, glassy, smooth action, as pretty much everybody describes it. And it is nice. It kind of helps remind me that we don't really need this sort of clicky deployment. We don't need our blades to fall shut. I just need to be able to open these up. And that one works really well. The small one is not as small as I thought. And you can get your whole hand around it. Pocket clip is still a little bit of a hot spot. Not so much on this guy, though. The big guy definitely feels good. For whatever reason, I do feel a little bit more drawn to this now that that's ceramic. I mean, despite me completely understanding the benefits of a raw carbonized titanium surface up against a steel blade tang, I totally understand the benefits of that. But I'm still like, ooh, it's cool, it's updated, right? A lot of you will probably have seen pictures of the new overlay styles that you can get on these. These are in their basic forms, and you can see, I mean, they are pretty much unchanged. Now, if I find out about additional things, obviously the bulk of the research that I do is done between the initial unboxing and the actual review of the knife. That way, my first impressions are legitimate and they are not overly fortified or, beefed up by, finding out something that's really exciting. I just like to react, organically to the thing that I'm unboxing, and then all of the information about said item will be in the review. I will probably do two separate reviews because they are two different sizes of knives, and they probably, I would use them in two different settings. So, but this is interesting, and I'm very thankful for Spirited Whiskey, sending these along and letting me take a look at them, because I otherwise probably would not. I mean, I probably would seek them out eventually, but not this early. It was circumstantial. He said, hey, I've got these coming. I said, oh, yes, absolutely. We need to talk about those. So anyways, guys, I think that's going to be pretty much it for today's unboxing and initial reaction of the new Sebenza 31. If you guys enjoyed this video or entertained by it in any way, shape, or form, please leave a like. If you'd like to check out my other content, I do, of course, have lots of videos of knives that are either expensive or inexpensive that I do or don't like, so check those out. And if you enjoy all my content, go ahead and click on this Metal Complex logo right here and make sure those notifications are set to all, because there's definitely more coming. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and have a great day.